Hello and welcome to Cricket Happenings, dear friends and subscribers. And what a sorry end to Pakistan's New Year celebrations here, as Pakistan, a match which probably one thought that, with only the first innings going on for the last 4 days, even on the fifth day, the first innings from the Aussies were going on, and nobody would have even expected in their dreams with the pitch not really showing signs of any alarming turn or anything. But what really happened was something absolutely dramatic, and Pakistan finishing off the old year 2016 on a very bad note here, as after that heroic show that they put up, the heroic chase that they put up in the first test match, they flattered to deceive the Pakistani fans, as Pakistan, who were set a target, not a target, basically it's 181 runs was the lead that the Aussies have taken after Stephen Smith went on to make once it got tremendous support from Mitchell Starc, who contributed 84 runs of 91 deliveries, and that was the key for them. And 181 runs were the lead, and even without wiping off the arrears, this Pakistani innings ground to a halt, as this was something which was really baffling, but really not very baffling. As you know, Pakistan have this sort of tendency to disintegrate with their unpredictability known to many. And that's what precisely happened, as Pakistan were bowled out for 163. Nathan Lyon playing a big part in that, taking those big wickets, and also some reverse swing bowling. The ball really swinging for Mitchell Starc, Joe Hazlewood, and Jackson Bird. But as I said, the Pakistan really ending the new year on a very sour note, as they lost the second consecutive test match, and also Australia took the series 2-0 with one to go in Sydney. And congratulations Australia. Australia have started off. They have ended their old year, even though they struggled against South Africa and Sri Lanka. They have definitely got through that, and they have come up. They have really come up in a big way. And congratulations to Australia. Now the other match, which one was really something which was absolutely predictable compared to what happened on the final day at the MCG. But as far as Sri Lanka and South Africa were concerned, it was probably, one was thinking that Angelo Matthews and Dhananjay De Silva will put up a fight, but there was nothing of that sort that happened, as Sri Lanka lost the match to South Africa by a very huge margin. They lost by 206 runs in the first test, with South Africa taking the lead in the three-match series 1-0. So that is as far as that match is concerned. But definitely our eyes, there will be more focus on this test match, and I am going to recount the tale for you, dear fans, friends, subscribers, as to what really happened to the Pakistan players. Now Australia resuming on their overnight score, and we were into the final day at the MCG with Stephen Smith partnered by Mitchell Starc. Mitchell Starc continued to entertain the crowd with his biffing that he was doing of the spinners, especially Yasir Shah was getting a severe tonking. He also went after the pace bowlers at one given point of time, as it was Mitchell Starc who was doing all the hitting. Stephen Smith was also doing a good job. He was also making sure that he was giving a lot of strike to Mitchell Starc too, who probably was given a license to go and attack, and that's what he precisely did. Starc dealt some lusty blows to hit 7 sixes and 3 fours in a knock of 84 of 91 balls, and Stephen Smith finishing on an unbeaten 165 with 13 fours and 1 6, and it was done in very quick manner, one thought, because this partnership that happened to be more than 150 runs, because they joined hands at 454 and they took the score to 608. So that will give you an idea as to how well these two played. In one session, they really rattled the Pakistani bowlers, and Mitchell Starc in particular was very aggressive. He was totally in a one-day mode, 84 of 91 deliveries, 3 fours and 7 beautiful sixes. Some big sixes being hit by Mitchell Starc, and Steven Smith not out on 165. Nathan Lyon was caught on ball Yasir Shah for 12, and also Starc was a victim of the bowling of Sohail Khan. So 624 for 8, and just before lunchtime, the Steven Smith, the Australian captain, declaring the innings closed to throw a target, not a target basically, just taking a lead of 181. And one probably thought that match was going to end in a tame draw, with the Pakistani batting looking very strong. But let's have a look at what really happened. So just before lunch, they were given a few overs, and probably 2 or 3 overs before lunch, and look at what happened to Pakistan. Now we will look at the downfall of the Pakistani batting here. So Sami Aslam and Azhar Ali opening the innings with Josh Hazlewood getting a very quick breakthrough, 181 runs in areas, and Josh Hazlewood got Sami Aslam in a real sort of he got the ball to go in between the bat and pad gap of Sami Aslam to rattle the stumps. The ball came back, one could say, and he was gone for 2. So that was wicket number 1 for Pakistan. They were 2 for 1, and then Azhar Ali was there along with Babar Azam. Now they went to lunch after the wicket of Sami Aslam, and when they resumed, there was immediate reward for the Aussies once again, as Babar Azam was a goner, as he was trying to flick a delivery from Mitchell Starc, but in the process missed it, and he was plumb in front. He was gone. LBW bowled Starc for 3, which made it 6 for 2, and then there was a bit of a revival. From 6 for 2, we saw Azhar Ali playing in the way he played in the first innings, and Yunis Khan at the other end was also doing a good job of blocking well, and it was a matter of really retrieving the situation for Pakistan at that stage, at that point of time. And as that was happening, they had 57 runs were added between Azhar Ali and Yunis Khan, and this was a solid pair at the crease. One is Azhar Ali and also Yunis Khan, with all the loads of experience he has. And Azhar Ali and Yunis Khan were going on well. I mean, they were really doing the job pretty well, and the score had actually reached 63, and that was the time. It was Nathan Lyon who actually, as you know, has not lived up to expectations in this Test series. But here comes Nathan Lyon bowling to Yunis Khan, and Yunis Khan has come forward on his forward prod. The ball has actually he has gone for a forward prod to the bowling of Nathan Lyon, and Hanscom at forward short leg has snapped up the catch. So Yunis Khan was gone, caught Hanscom bowl line for 24 with 2 boundaries, which made it 63 for 3, as Misbah ul Haq, the captain of the Pakistan team, walked in to join the solid Azhar Ali. And as that was going, Misbah ul Haq joined, and look at what Nathan Lyon did. This is what Nathan Lyon did. Nathan Lyon in the same over with the third delivery, the first delivery that he bowled to Misbah ul Haq, actually Misbah ul Haq swept at it, but he was lucky that the ball did not go into the hands of the fielder. In fact, it was a sweep shot, there was a short fine leg stationed for Misbah ul Haq. And the very next delivery, probably Misbah ul Haq realizing that probably after looking at Yunis Khan's dismissal, Misbah ul Haq also, as you know, has been having a poor series as well, decided that he would be going and sweeping the second ball at all. The first ball was swept, and there was a big of a road in the stands, as probably the ball was hit in the air. But the second ball, Misbah ul Haq once again well flighted by Nathan Lyon, and Misbah ul Haq sweeping once again, and this time Nick Maddinson at short fine leg taking a wonderful catch, and Misbah ul Haq couldn't believe it, but he was a goner, out for a blob, and Misbah ul Haq would have been absolutely gutted there, as he knew that this was a big wicket for Australia. And the score read 63 for 4, as Asad Shafiq walked in and joined Azhar Ali and started giving him company, and both slowly pushed the scoring along, as they pushed the score from 63 for 4 to 89 for 4. And just before the tea interval, We saw Nathan Lyon once again get another wicket here. Now look at this, what happened. Nathan Lyon was bowling to Asad Shafiq. Asad Shafiq had left the crease and trying to smother the smother the bounce there. He came forward, but in the process, he could not keep the ball down. The ball went into the air, and Hanscom, who has been showing tremendous reflexes in that position at forward short leg, this time actually grabbed at it. At the first attempt, the ball actually bobbed out of his hand, but in the second attempt, Hanscom had gathered it, and that was the end of Asad Shafiq just before tea, and the Pakistan went to tea at 89 for 5, with Nathan Lyon taking his third wicket by sending Asad Shafiq into the pavilion for 16 with one boundary. And now with the half the team inside the pavilion, definitely one was sure that Australia definitely had hopes. The only thorn for them would have been Azhar Ali, who was very well entered into the crease. Now, after the tea interval, probably one thought that Nathan Lyon would continue, but Stephen Smith instead tossed the ball. He tossed the ball to Mitchell Starc and Josh Hazlewood. So one was a bit surprised, but look at what it did. In fact, Hazlewood and Mitchell Starc got the ball to swing. There was some reverse as well, and with the reverse swing that he had, Azhar Ali, the big wicket was taken when Azhar Ali was LBW bowled Hazlewood for 43 with 3 boundaries, and that was the wicket that would have definitely given Australia hope that now it's just a matter of just tightening the noose around the Pakistan's neck, because Azhar Ali, as you know, is such a solid player, and if he stays, he can be like a real thorn in the flesh of the opposition. Sarfraz Ahmed was there at the centre, and Mohammad Ami. So now there were 2 new batsmen to the crease, and Sarfraz Ahmed, he definitely did not really, he played some strokes, but at the same time he made sure that he was also blocking the deliveries. It was not just go and throw the bat around. Mohammad Amir came in, and then Jackson Bird was the man next in the picture, as Jackson Bird rattled the stumps of Mohammad Amir for 11 with 1 boundary, which made it 143 for 7. And then Sarfraz Ahmed, after doing a decent job of making 43 with 4 boundaries, this was Mitchell Starc now getting his Yorkers going, as he aimed at the base of the Sarfraz Ahmed stumps, and Sarfraz Ahmed was gone for 43. And then it was Mitchell Starc who really snuck out the tail enders by clean bowling Wahab Riaz for Starc, and also getting Yasir Shah caught by Bird, bowled Starc, as the victory cries resonated around the Melbourne cricket ground. And what a victory for Australia. 4 days, only the first innings going. Even on the 5th day we had the first innings going on, and Pakistan were defeated in the second test, and that too, it was a humiliating defeat, as Australia didn't even have to bat second, as they wrapped up the match by an innings and 18 runs, which was a humiliating defeat, and also thus Australia winning the Commonwealth match series here against Pakistan with 1 to go, which is coming in the new year at the Sydney Cricket Ground. And look at the way, good captaincy from Stephen Smith. Nathan Lyon was the man who actually opened the gate for the Australia's win, one could say. 14 overs, 4 maidens, 33 runs and 3 wickets, picking up some 3 important wickets, one could say, that of Yunus Khan, Misbah-ul Haq and Asad Shafiq. And then it was the turn of Mitchell Starc to complete the formalities. 15.2 overs, 4 maidens, 36 runs and 4 wickets. Hazlewood did a wonderful job, 13 overs, 3 maidens, 39 runs and 2 wickets. And Jackson Bird chipped in with 11 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 46. And the man of the match going to Stephen Smith. And as I said, Pakistan once again showing how unpredictable they are, as they lost this match to Australia by an innings and 18 runs, and Australia winning the series. So congratulations to Australia, and I could only say Pakistan, they shot themselves in their head by losing this match against Australia. So now let's get on to something predictable, And as far as predictability is concerned, we are talking about the match between Sri Lanka and South Africa, and one was probably looking out, as I said yesterday, the pitch here at St. George Park in Port Elizabeth, was really not getting any worse. In the sense the pitch was getting only flatter. But let's have a look at what really happened. In fact, Sri Lanka, South Africa did not waste any time. In fact, in the first wicket, they took the big wicket, and that would have definitely sent a signal that South Africa were going to wrap up this match very quickly, as Kyle Abbott bowling superbly, getting the ball to really move around, and that's what he precisely did, as Angelo Matthews was got by a ball from Abbott, which swung in, and he was gone. LBW bowled Abbott for 59 with 7 boundaries, and later the only hope which was remaining was Dhananjaya de Silva, and it was Abbott all the way. Dhananjaya de Silva doing almost a repeat of what he did to Angelo Matthews by trapping Dhananjaya de Silva LBW for 22 with 4 boundaries, and then it was just a mere formality to be completed. Philander cotton bowled Herat for 3. Shamira was given a ball which took the shoulder blade, and Quinton de Kock picked up the catch of the bowling for Rabada for naught, and Nuwan Pradeep was the last to get to go, bowled by Maharaj for 4, as the Sri Lankan innings ground to a halt at 281. Thus South Africa registering the first win of the Test series, going 1-0 in the 3-match Test series, and besides that, this was a huge win for South Africa by 206 runs, and Sri Lanka's woes in South Africa continued. As you know, they never had a good record against South Africa in South Africa, and that's precisely what was going on. Lucknow remained not out of 19 with 3 boundaries, and that was it. So target of 488 runs and 281 all out Sri Lanka. South Africa winning the match by 206 runs. The bowling figures, it was Kyle Abbott to bowl superbly. In fact, got into the wicket-taking column there. 20 over 6 minutes, 38 runs at 2 wickets, but picked up the 2 big wickets of Angelo Matthews and Dhananjaya de Silva. 1 for 65 for one on Philander, 3 for 77 for Kagiso Rabada, 3 for 86 for Keshav Maharaj, and that was it. South Africa picking up their first win of the Test series, and besides going 1-0 in the 3-Test series. So that is as far as so other than that, dear fans, I'm trying to see whether there is anything else that I could really talk about. Unfortunately, that's about it, dear fans and subscribers. Yes, one thing that I can tell you, probably one could say probably in 1 hour from now, we'll have the dead rubber ODI series happening, where Bangladesh could probably salvage something before ending the ODI series, as New Zealand have already won this ODI series, as you know. So New Zealand and Bangladesh, just in 1 hour's time, or probably less than an hour's time from now, while I'm speaking to you, should be getting on to the 3rd one-day international, which will be the last match between Bangladesh and New Zealand in 2016. And well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, I'll be back tomorrow once again. That's on the last day of the year 2016, and if time permits, sorry, I will try to see whether I can do a flashback on 2016, but again, that is really left to my time permitting. Thanks for your company, and thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram, signing off for the day. Thank you.